Hello, welcome back to TI in the UK. Now today I'm going to change this cover on the seat base on the driver's side because it's worn through. Insert picture. And I don't know how much of a job it is, but let's find out together. So here's my driver's side seat cover. I am going to put some over covers on the back of here. This one's not too bad, but this one is a bit annoying. So I've simply removed the two rear bolts, which are located here and here, by moving the seat forward and going under. And I removed it using this M10 socket and a ratchet. Move the seat in the fully forward position, locate the two front bolts, loosened. I've unbolted the seat base from below. I've unbolted the four bolts for the seat base, and I believe the seat base will lift out. Okay, so here we have for four bolts, and there's also a wire that clips into one of these holes somewhere, and then also like a little wire slider. I'll show you the wire that clips in. This is the subframe of the seat in need of a clean. Good opportunity to clean it out, isn't it? And that clips into the seat base like that, and there's also another little wire that just not too sure what they go to, but side impact airbags possibly, or possibly they go to this, I don't know. But the wire, and there's also the twisty wire that goes around for the side adjustment mechanism. You can see the side adjustment mechanism there. And the joy of this, there's a couple of little clips here, little industry, little standard VW clips, sort of trim clips that hold these front trims in place. So when I refit the seat base, I will replace those, but I haven't had to remove this, I haven't had to remove that, and I haven't had to remove the seat. All I've done is just undone those four bolts. Something reasonably interesting, if you look, there's one hole there, two holes there, so it may be possible to put a different seat base out of a different seat, say a Golf with a side bolsters or something, and keep the original seat in place. That might be something that I'll look into at some. So here we are, old seat base with a new seat cover, new to me seat cover next to it. This is a pre-used item. You can see it's not rubbed on that side at all. It's pretty decent condition. Looks better than the old one, doesn't it? So let's set about getting this off and find out what tools we need. Okay, so if you look around the base of the seat cover, you've got these little clips there. And the only way I can think of, there we go, removing this seat cover is just to give these a little bit of a slight bend down. So here's one I've done, and mine a little bend down, and it just allows this to come away. So I'm going to go around with my trim tool here and just bend these down. In fact, I might even use a screwdriver because it's a bit heavy duty on the old trim tool. There you go. So you go around and open these up. There's three on the rear, three on the front, and four on each side. And then it's just simply a case of a little bit like opening a jar of soup or something. You just flip the plastic, ice cream tub maybe, you just flip the plastic up, and that basically allows you to then retract the cover. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back the seat cover. Okay, and that's the seat cover peeled back, and you can see the dodgy repair work that someone's done there to the seat, and it's actually damaged the cushion. Yep. And the cover looks to be held in with these springs, so it looks to be a case of removing these. Okay, so basically what you have to do to get these off is quite simple. You remove this front foam cushion from the base, and that just allows you to push down, and the motion of pushing down just allows you just to unclip that and unclip that, because you can push sideways as well. I think once you've got one off, the rest of it's going to be like shelling peas. Let's get the rest of them off. That's one hook off there. Let's get some more off. And there we go, that's the original seat cover off, and you can see that it's a bit of a mess on the seat there. A bit, might benefit from getting a new bolster in this, but that's possibly further than I want to go. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly just double check the numbers. Yeah, the part numbers are the same. Interesting to note, however, that the one I'm fitting, the better quality one, is from 2017, and the one I've got is from 2019. So, you know, obviously the van that they came out of did less miles. I'm going to remove these next. Remove these metal bars, fit them into the new seat cover. Seat bars moved across. Another thing to note, however, is that these particular bars are all the same size. Yeah, top, bottom, side to side, they're all the same size, so it doesn't matter if you mix them up, but I have been careful to put them back on in the right order. One thing you need to watch out for is that the hooks are actually pointing down, because you wouldn't want to be sitting on one and getting a hook through the cover. So you want to keep a note of that, try and make sure that the hooks are actually facing down. It's not always easy to do. Okay, now it's just a case of tucking back the seat cover over the cushion and the base, and it looks like the back needs to go on first. Okay, I got that wrong. Seat cover has to go on first and be happy with how it's fitting, and base goes on next. Okay, so the seat cover goes onto the cushion first, and then you put the base in the hole, and then it's going to be a case of folding these little plastic trims over and bending the black plastic tabs back into position. Okay, that was quite simple. It was just a case of folding these, and the black plastic trim pretty much jumped into place all by itself. So now I'm going to just flip it over, make sure I'm happy with how things are looking. Yep, I'm happy with that. There's no creases or anything like that. Putting these metal clamps back into position. Okay, so that's all of the tabs bent back into position. Here it's difficult to get to, I just put the screwdriver in and bent it back. But on this side, I used a set of grips. Oops. Use a set of grips like this and just simply pinch them into place. Time to bolt the seat base back in and see what it looks like. And here we have the finished item. You can feel a little damage there. As you saw in the pictures, there was a little bit of a hole in the sponge, but on the whole I think that looks so much better, and it's a perfect match for the other seats. So that's supplied to me by A1 Campers, and a used seat cover. It's one that they'd taken off when they were re-trimming a set of seats for another customer, and I paid £75 for both seats, which, you know, with hindsight, they wouldn't just sell me the bottom squab. Anyway, that's done now. Okay, so there you go. That's how you set about changing one of these, a seat cover, and I think it's a nice job. Now, out of 10, how hard would I say the job was? Well, in all honesty, probably 3 or 4. But I'm pretty confident using tools, and I'm lucky that I have got the correct spline socket. So if you haven't got that, it's going to be very difficult to do. You're going to have to take the actual seat out, and you're still going to have to take the base off the frame. Would I recommend taking the whole seat out? No, I'd probably just climb under there with the correct spline socket, 4 bolts, seat base out. Like I said, 3 or 4 out of 10, DIY job. Once the cushion's out, you're able to squash it and remove the metal bars. The bars go in. You can't mix the bars up because the bars are all the same length. And then it's just a case of pulling the cover over the foam cushion, then putting the foam cushion onto the base, pulling the plastic trim around the metal base, bending the tabs back in place, bolting it back in. It's like shelling peas. Easy. I've been TI in the UK. Check out my next video. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.